Hi friends, welcome back or to the channel. My name is Jesse, Cadillac's Run Custom. So, Old Faithful here. I pulled it out the other day and I was doing something. I don't remember what I was doing, but I noticed underneath where this thing parks, we have a small little leaky deaky there, and that's a problem because this truck does not leak any fluids at all. I mean, clearly it does now, but it hasn't. I've had this problem once in the past, a few years back. It is the shift boot on top of the G56. They just, I don't know what kind of material the factory or the manufacturer makes them out of, but apparently they only last about 5,000 miles, because everywhere I've looked and everybody I've talked to said they get maybe 7,000 miles out of theirs and then they got to replace them. And I don't want to do this shit again. So my solution is this right here. It's a constant velocity joint boot kit. I'm going to call it a boot fix. I don't know why, but that is a Dorman unit. There's your part number right there. Now also, you can get one of these if you have a Napa. The Napa part number is 686-2403. Now, we don't have a Napa here, and I only buy parts from CarQuest. So CarQuest, well, I typically only buy parts from CarQuest, but CarQuest did not have it in stock. Could not get it from their suppliers. Basically, their solution was to buy it off of like Amazon and then resell it to me, and I wanted one today, so we did some research, and this number here, because it's a universal deal, crosses to the Napa part number. Now, you see how it has these three little grooves right here? That's how this is a universal. So you just basically cut it to whichever one fits your CV axle, and then you clamp it. So now we have to get in the truck, which, you know, I just got out of the truck, but everything that you see right here that's black has to come out. So let's grab some tools and get to work. Okay, we're back. We're in the truck now, and this little cup holder deal just pops out. There's a Phillips head right here in the corner of this one. There's one down in here, and there's one underneath here if I remember right. But let's let's not get ahead of ourselves. The one down in here is not actually screwed in, I just realized, and I don't know how that happened. Oh, there she goes. She's a little sticky. Okay, there we go. Right down in there. The other screw for this thing. Let's go ahead and get down in there. And man, I should have brought the keys. It's getting hot in this truck. Okay. I'm gonna go grab the keys. It's hot in here. Okay, all the screws are out. I grabbed the keys, rolled the windows down, and this thing comes apart in a couple of pieces, because it's kind of a pain to get it up out of here. But it is a perfect opportunity to vacuum your floor and stuff, because that was a pretzel. I don't remember anybody eating pretzels in here. Now this piece, oh, There's supposed to be a screw there, but mine was missing when I bought the truck. But there is one right there. So you gotta make sure you get that one too. Okay. That guy. This piece just slides out of there. Pull it down into gear. And it just slides down out of there. There she goes. I forgot you have to unthread your shift knob. Which, by the way, this shift knob that I had made by Nifty Shifters has been awesome. It's held up so good over the last couple of years. That was actually one of the first videos I made on this channel. Was a review of that shift knob. Once you get your shift knob off, you take your boot up, and this piece just comes off. Okay, now you are just left with these two nuts right here, and you can pull your shifter off. So now I gotta go grab what looks like a 1/2 inch to me. I do have a socket set right here. And your shifter just comes right off. We're just gonna start the nuts back on there so we don't lose them, because they are easy to lose. Now my carpet, well, not just my carpet, but the carpet, hey look, there's a screw. The carpet is cut right here in the center, so you can get to the 6 bolts that holds the top cover on this deal. And I'm actually going to have to go get a tool, so we'll be right back. These bolts down in here are 8mm or 5/16, whichever one you choose to use. Hello from the other side. I got tired of sitting over there, over to the other side so I could stand up because it's more comfortable. Got my 6 bolts out, and I just kind of wiggle this thing up and out of the way. Oh boy. You guys want to see what I'm seeing? Looks like the gasket here may have a little seepage, but there's actually liquid sitting in here. So I think it's fair to say that this boot is no mas. And that fluid's really expensive. I run Royal Purple in this transmission, so luckily though, when I changed it, I ran the extra quart. It also looks like it may be coming out of that breather a little bit. Oh yeah, it's definitely coming out of that breather. Yeah, we gotta tear some shit apart. Okay. Once you get to this part, just get your pry tool of choice and try to walk this guy up off of there. I probably should have waited till this thing cooled off, because me and Frank just got back from, Boys Day, and we drove all over the damn place. This transmission's nice and warm, so that's super fun. This boot is oil soaked. That means I'm going to have to get a cooler for this thing, which is fine. I mean, there's literally a dozen companies that sell coolers for G56s, so it's not a huge deal, but I don't want to have to do it. I guess it would give me a good excuse to drain and flush the fluid again, which is nice, because it probably needs to be done. It's been, I don't know, 20,000 miles on this fluid, so maybe I should drain it and flush it and do the stuff, you know. So now that we're to this point, remember I told you guys this was a universal fit. We're going to take it and push it down on there. You see all this wiggle we got here? We got to cut that. So I'm just going to take a razor knife and cut it right here on the edge of this lip. Well, in the center of this lip somewhere, and see if that one right there will fit. And if not, we're going to do it again until we get to that one. Got one ring cut off the bottom there. Let's give her a test run. It fits pretty well. Take it back out. Put the clamp on there. Maybe. Put the boot on there first. Oh, that clamp is the wrong size. That's wonderful. We definitely wasted some money on that deal. These style clamps, you don't need a special tool for. You just tighten it down and then you fold it over and lock these two tabs down. So let's try that and see if it works. Rotate the clamp a little bit whilst pulling the slack. Now hold it in place and just take like a flathead and push it down in there. See if we can bend those tabs with some force. That's pretty good. Take that. Use my shifter as a hammer. Okay. Now, you have to turn a little bit. Oh, you dum-dum. See this right here? Where I missed with my clamp? Super fun. Let's see if the other clamp will go big enough. Got lucky. That kit came with 2 clamps. Now, make sure that you get the boot in the damn clamp. Now, hopefully you're smarter than me, and you make sure you get the clamp in the boot all the way around. Get in there. Come on, man. Okay, we're going to take it out. Just wrap it in like that first, then we'll set it down in place. Smarter, not harder, my guy. Smarter, not harder. I feel like this is where I should put the funny SpongeBob 2 hours later clip in, you know. But I don't know how to find those to put them in my videos. So you guys are lucky. I'm gonna grab a pair of pliers and give this one good squeezing. Okay. Clamp is around the boot all the way. Pliers are definitely the move to get this thing off, or like tight and then fold it over. Pliers was definitely the move there. Just take your tabs and push them down. Yeah, that transmission's pretty warm. See how I locked them 2 tabs in right there? I'll just take... See if we can get them all the way locked in. Like that. Now, I'm going to go get some wire cutters and cut off my excess here. And we'll put this thing back together. Psych. We're not going to put this thing back together yet. We still got to do the top clamp, because it's going to leak out a bunch of fluid if we don't. So, we're just going to use a regular old hose clamp up here. Just there we have it, boys. New boot, new clamps. I may cut this off a little bit. I don't know yet. I don't think it's gonna do anything, but knowing my luck, the end of that clamp is gonna wear a hole in that boot, and we're gonna be back to doing this in a few months. I hope not, but you never know. There she goes. In there. No, I'm sorry, I'm going to use my socket. So you use my door chance, like that. Of course, like that. 13 is the one. Oh, you don't know. Check this out. I got my boot pitch. My boot pitch in there. Come here. Here's one of those. Actually, I'm making a but those are so. If you do anything, I can get him. There's nothing. And get in. Instead of leaving all back together. So I'm rolling back in there. Like in the shaker bit. This is in there. And these are iron. And I'm looking for like pockets. And here's the first one. Put this just in place. Now we need this one little screw in here. Just add all the screws to the truck. But as I said, I don't have a wide, so. Come here. Got this. That's it. So I look at a little bit from there. I'll take some. I'll bring it down. This one. That is all. Go ahead and do. Maybe. Yes, sir. Sure, yeah. Then go down. Perfect. Now, put it in there. Just like that here. Over there. Well, you take this guy. And just snap it in place. Take a sugar nut. Right over here. Cut sugar. By the way, if you're getting some sugar, how many of these guys? I feel them. Okay, but I'm sure they're all the squeeze anyway. I mean, you have to be careful. Find this top. Nice place. You got over here. Put it over there. Okay. That's okay. That's okay. Now these things. No. Just put it in here. The idea is, I'm eating properly out of the I'm calling them in the hole. In that plastic. I'm just going to make it. That's the whole thing. You just did it inside in place. That's it. Yeah, a little bit. That's it. Alright. I'll probably use that boot. Well, guys, there you have it. That's how you replace the shift boot on the G56 truck. Super easy. Takes about, I don't know, 20 minutes, 30 minutes maybe. Now I gotta climb underneath the truck and clean off all the goo off the transmission. Oh, you know, they say the more kids you have, the louder your sneezes should be. So I'm trying to elevate my decibels. So that was a pretty good dance sneeze. Anyway, pretty simple. Hopefully you guys can find the part number, because it took us about 35 minutes in the parts store today crossing numbers to find that one. But it fit. Looks nice. Should hold the fluid better. Hopefully that breather is not my problem, because if it's puking out the breather, that means I either have too much fluid, which I've already told you I have an extra cord in there, or the transmission's getting hot, which means I should probably flush the fluid anyway. But if I'm going to flush the fluid, then I may as well buy a cooler. So it's kind of a can of worms. But thanks for stopping by today. Hopefully you learned something. If you're here to learn how to change a G56 boot, you're welcome. Tune in. We're doing some cool ass Toyota stuff. So stay tuned is what I meant. Not tune in. Stay tuned. Also, have a new project in the works, which is going to be rad behind the tow truck, because that's how we're going to get it home. So that'll be a really good video. Stay tuned for that one as well. Again, thanks for stopping by today, guys. I appreciate you coming to give me some of your time. It means a lot. Remember, your dreams aren't going to work unless you do. So don't let your vehicles leak fluid, because fluid is expensive and it's messy and it's a pain in the ass to clean up. So if you find a leak, take care of it before it takes care of you. Thanks for watching, guys.